What is an expired listing? We are going to dig deep into that. I bet everyone must have heard that a listing expired. What does it mean? And what should it mean for the seller and the buyer? Let's dig deep. Hi, I'm Amol Heda with Keller Williams Bay Area Estates and author of Thriving Through Ownership. So each week I bring some interesting topics, and this one is very important to all of us because if you see an expired listing on the market, the seller here in the Silicon Valley or in the larger San Francisco Bay Area market will get terrified if a property does not sell within 2 weeks. And here you are talking about an expired listing which did not sell for 3, 6 or maybe 12 months, which is what the listing period is. It's something all sellers dread. And so it's very important to see why listings expire. So you might think that, the listing had a huge foundation problem and so it did not sell. Or the listing was not presented well and it didn't sell. In fact, that's just not true. Because here in the Silicon Valley, there was once a listing in the Campbell area which was listed for just $800K and the building was burned down by fire. And guess what? That listing sold for $1.6 million. So a fire-ravaged building that went completely down to the ground was sold for $1.6 million. So does a listing not sell because it is defective? Or you might think that, the sellers were living in the property and the property was looking very dirty, nobody would want to see it, and yet those properties also get sold. So then what causes a listing to not sell? So here is the big secret. The listing or any listing sells, or every listing sells at the right price. And who determines the price? You think the seller? You think their listing agent? No. The price at which a property sells is determined by the buyers, which is the market. And if you don't price it right, the listing is not going to sell. So I have a very good joke, or maybe it's a bad joke. I always tell my clients that, if you put the best pictures of the property and it looks like a 10 on a scale of 10, the best looking property, everyone, husband, the wife, the kids, all come to the property. And then what is it that the budget conscious member of the family or somebody who is going to look at the finances, what is the trick to bring that person out? Maybe the husband, maybe the wife. Price it low. Price it low. So usually you must have seen that in Sunnyvale or in a lot of neighborhoods, they listed the property for 1.6 million and it sold for 2.4 million. 800K over asking. Do you remember those news items? Of course you do. How do they sell for 800K higher? So was that the 1.6 was the right price and somebody went and paid 800K more? Not at all. Completely far from truth. So the way that works is they underprice the listing. The listing agent underprices the listing and has the confidence of bringing good amount of exposure, publicity to the property, and that brings the traffic. And once the traffic comes in, the buyers beat each other out and prop the price. That's what causes the listing to sell at record prices. So now here are multiple things. Number one, that the listing has to be at an attractive price. Number two, the listing has to present so well that after the buyers walk into the property, they should be completely charmed to get it. And then the marketing has to be such that they should go and write offers. The moment you get multiple offers and each offer is beating each other out, your listing will sell at that record price. So what people think is, 1.6 sold for 2.4, 800K over asking. So now the next listing is going to be 2.4 and then it will sell for $3 million or 3.2. That's not the case. So all that is happening is that the listing is selling at the right price, the right comparable price. So now let's shortcut it. So the listing does not sell because it is overpriced. If you think sometimes sellers want a certain price and the listing agent tries to help the seller or says that, okay, I'll follow what you want, and so prices it high above the market supported price, and the listing doesn't sell. It goes stale. It keeps staying longer. And the moment it goes beyond 2 weeks here in Silicon Valley, not talking about outside, the listing, everybody starts asking, why did it not sell? What can be done? So one simple rule that you have is work with a professional agent who understand what it takes to present the property very strongly, that the property smashes through the door and goes out quickly. Only a professional agent who has great experience in that will be able to do that. Number two, what does it mean for the buyer? So talk to your agent for those listings that went off market, that did not sell. By that time, the seller is desperate. They have seen that the market is not picking it at that price and they are more real now. So if you have a very professional agent who understands this about the market, they can work with you to get these listings that are staying on the market or just expired and get you a deal. So both sides. For the sellers, it's very important to present the listing strongly, and that's what your professional listing agent should do. And for the buyers, the listing, if it doesn't sell, keep your eyes out for that and definitely go and hit it up hard when it is getting off the market. I hope this was helpful, and if you do, hit the like button, share it with your friends who need it, and watch on my next one. Thanks so much for watching. See you on my next one. Bye.